going to be doing an updated how to groom a horse or pony with Jojo. And I'm sorry I haven't been uploading often. It's because I've been busy with loads of other stuff. So I'm sorry if you can hear banging on the door like this. It's because he's licking the salt lick, so it might be a bit bangy. So first I'm going to go through all of the things that I'll be using in order, and then I'll get on with it. So the first brush I'm going to be using is this Bentley Slipknot longish bristle brush, which has really soft bristles and is really flicky, so like it flicks all of the mud off of the cut. Then I will be using this rainbow coloured body brush, which is like sort of got hard but soft short bristles, and it's like stiff but not rough, so it just like nicely goes over his coat just to get the rest of the mud off. Then I will be using this body brush, which is basically the same as that but a bit different, and it has diamantes on there, and it's brown, and it's got really short but really soft bristles, so it just like softens the fur after all the other hard brushes on them. Then I will be using this Hoof Pick, which has a horse on the end, which I really like, and it's blue, which is I would say his favourite colour, and it's got a pick and a brush on the end to like brush his hooves clean if I haven't got it all off with the pick. And then finally I will be using this small brush to brush down his legs and to brush his hooves and his face, which is really short bristles but really soft, and that's by Slipknot Bentley. So that's all of my products. So I would normally use a curry comb, but he doesn't really need it today because he hasn't got big clumps of mud. It's just all, I've taken it all off this morning. So I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down, flicking all of the hair off, all of the like mud off or all of the loose hair. And then you go down the legs. Be a bit gentle on the legs because obviously you've got like really delicate bones on the legs and you don't want to hit them and hurt them or anything like that. Okay, and then you work down the rest of the body, going down under the stomach and really get under there where the girth will go because you don't want it to rub. And then you go back down on his hindquarters, down by his back leg, and then go down his leg, down his leg, until you think that you've got all of the mud off, like that. I'm just going to do one side for the sake of the video because I'll have to turn her around and all of that, so that'll be harder. So that's that done, and then you just go over them and make sure you've got everything off, like I haven't. Just go over them. Remember to do this bit here, because that's a bit that a lot of people miss out. Make sure to do that. Okay, now I'll move on to the rainbow coloured body brush, and again start at the top of his crest and work down under his neck to his chest. Hello, and then go down his legs. Be really gentle with the stiff brushes because again it'll be more harder and less gentle on them, so just be a bit more gentle when you're doing the legs with stiff brushes. Okay, and then again go back. It's basically just the same thing but you're just doing it with a different brush. Remember to go down the girth line and the hindquarters, onto the back leg, down the leg, in between. Remember to go into the inside of the legs too, because a lot of people just do the outside where you can see, but there can still be a lot of mud in the inside of the leg, so do that that, and if you can't see, then do the inside of the other leg, and then when you go to that side, do the inside of that leg that you have missed, because then that way you can see what you're doing. Okay, that's that done. Now I'll move on to the soft body brush, which just like flattens all of the hair and is nice for them. Just go down. See, I'm basically just doing the same thing but with different brushes. Down the leg. Under the stomach. Down the back. Up on the head, different direction a bit. Down to the hindquarters, and then go down the back leg again. Like that. All done. Now we move on to the hooves, and we just pick those out with this. And if your horse is really stubborn and doesn't like to pick up the feet, I would start up here, just by the start of the leg. Go down the leg until you're at the feathery bit, like the hairy bit at the bottom of the foot, and then try and pull gently, and if they pick the feet up, then just stick with that, and if not, kneel on them. As you can tell, he'll pick his foot up straight away. But if you kneel on the leg that you want to pick up, then they're likely to pick it up because you're kneeling on them, so they're going to lose balance. So if you just kneel and pull, then you've got it, and then hold on to the foot, and then prick to the side of the frogs. Do not go on the frog. That is the triangle shape in the very centre of the horse's foot. If you do that, you'll possibly damage them and make them lame and have to recover for a few weeks. So just be careful. And then you brush it clean, and then gently put the foot down so that they don't hurt themselves. Same with the back leg, apart from just be a bit more careful, obviously, because they can kick. He would never do anything, like kick or anything like that, but you don't know what other horses are like, so just be careful. So again, do the same thing. And just pick beside the frog, don't pick on the frog like I said. And then just clean the hooves out, and then brush them clean, like that. And then once you've done that, you could maybe empty like the pick out, and then clean the hooves off because they can get quite dirty. So just clean them off like that. But he hasn't had dirty hooves because he's been in the stable all day. Now we move on to the face, which can be quite tricky for some horses. So what I would suggest, if you've just got a new horse and you don't know how they, if you don't know how they react, keep the head collar on and just go underneath. But if you know that the horse won't run off, you can undo this and put it round the neck. But don't ever take off the lead rein, so you've still got control. So that when you pull, you're not gonna do anything wrong. So you just keep brushing. Sorry about that, there was just some bikers and he got a bit scared, but I had hold of his nose. Make sure if you do take off the head collar, to keep your hand around the nose so that if they move, you've got quick contact. Oh, sorry about that. So you've got quick contact, and then just brush down the face really gently, because again, they've got really sensitive bones on the face, like they do on the legs. Love that hairstyle. And then just brush gently around the eyes, because you don't want to hurt their eyes. Good boy. Oh, hello. I won't do the other side, but you can see how much difference that's made. Oh, what's the matter? And then you just put the head collar back on. What are you doing? By just lifting it over the nose, putting the headpiece over the back of the bridle path. I used for grooming my pony. Like I say, you could use any other grooming product. I normally brush the mane and the tail, but because the mane's on the other side, I thought that I wouldn't. So, thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and make sure to check out all of my updated videos and turn on your notifications so you can see all my videos. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye!